Hey Cowboys Nation, we are diving straight into the latest updates on America's team, covering everything from player news to coaching changes and off-season strategies. There's a lot happening right now in Dallas, and the energy around the organization is palpable. Stephen Jones is currently at the Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama, taking the pulse of not just this year's talent, but also evaluating what needs to happen in free agency to strengthen the roster. His comments this week have shed light on the Cowboys' approach to key players, coaching staff moves, and the direction they're hoping to take defensively in the coming seasons. One of the major stories coming out of this week involves the coaching staff. The Cowboys have reportedly been conducting interviews with multiple candidates, including Robert Livingston, the defensive coordinator from Colorado. Livingston's career includes a long tenure as the Bengals safeties coach, and his move to a coordinator position in college demonstrated his capability to lead a defensive unit. While this new interview isn't for a promotion to defensive coordinator with the Cowboys, it signals that the team is actively looking for coaching talent to strengthen their defensive strategies. A seasoned defensive mind like Livingston could bring insights from his past experience, and there's genuine intrigue around the potential impact he could have, even in a slightly different role. The ability to bring in someone who has run a top-tier defense into a new system, even in a support role, is a noteworthy move for Dallas. Stephen Jones also shared some insight into the team's plans for free agency. He highlighted that there are players from last season that the Cowboys are keen to retain, including George Pickens and Javonte Williams. The defensive side of the ball, in particular, will be a focus for improvement, whether through strategic signings or the upcoming draft. Jones emphasized that there are resources available to enhance the defense, suggesting that the organization is prepared to invest where it counts. The flexibility provided by smart management of contracts, roster moves, and possibly minor cuts or extensions could free up the necessary cap space to make targeted acquisitions that strengthen the team immediately. The message from Jones makes it clear: the Cowboys are looking to be proactive in improving their roster. Speaking of George Pickens, there's been a lot of speculation around what the Cowboys plan to do with him. Stephen Jones didn't provide definitive details, essentially choosing to keep options open, but he stressed that the goal is to retain Pickens. The franchise tag remains a likely tool for Dallas, giving them additional time to negotiate and make decisions without rushing. From a financial standpoint, reaching a long-term deal with Pickens would optimize cap flexibility and provide clarity on future spending. The franchise tag, while a temporary solution, allows the team to plan strategically while they balance other priorities. This approach demonstrates the Cowboys' methodical nature in handling key player contracts, ensuring that decisions are made with long-term stability in mind. Javonte Williams is another critical player in focus. Coming off a breakout season, Williams has significantly elevated his value. The Cowboys have already begun discussions regarding his future, and timing will play a major role in whether a long-term deal is reached before he hits the open market. Unlike Pickens, whose franchise tag could be an option, Williams' negotiations are more straightforward from a timing perspective. His performance last season demonstrated both consistency and growth, and it will be fascinating to see how the market evaluates him. There's a careful balance here. The Cowboys need to retain key contributors while avoiding getting caught in a bidding war or losing leverage. Williams' situation illustrates the complexity of roster management and the importance of strategic planning in free agency. From a defensive perspective, the Cowboys are also making moves to reshape the staff and align it with their long-term vision. Christian Parker was brought on for his defensive philosophy and vision, which clearly resonated with the organization. Jones emphasized that while there were many qualified candidates, Parker's approach and his understanding of how to utilize key pieces in the defensive unit made him the right fit. Players like Kenny Clark, Osa Odegar, and others were highlighted as core pieces of the defense, and the expectation is that Parker will maximize their impact on the field. The emphasis here is on building a cohesive, modern defense that can adapt and compete at a high level. The defensive line will play a major role in the Cowboys' strategy moving forward. By retaining the key defensive tackles and potentially restructuring contracts to optimize cap hits, Dallas is setting itself up to maintain a strong interior defensive presence. The rotation will likely include a mix of nose guards, three techniques, and other positions to create versatility and matchup advantages, managing cap space while keeping core contributors is a delicate balance, but the Cowboys seem intent on executing it correctly. In addition, younger players who showed potential last season will have opportunities to grow under the new defensive scheme, and health will be a critical factor. Keeping key players on the field consistently will be essential to achieving the team's goals on defense. Special teams will also see continuity, with Nick Sorensen returning as the special teams coach, while performance will need to improve. Retaining familiarity in certain areas allows the team to focus on broader strategic adjustments, without disrupting every aspect of preparation. The coaching staff, combined with strategic off-season acquisitions and internal development, points to a deliberate, calculated approach that prioritizes sustainable success throughout all these developments. One thing is clear: the Cowboys are positioning themselves to be competitive on all fronts. The combination of retaining key players, enhancing coaching staff expertise, and making strategic moves in free agency and the draft paints a picture of a team that is ready to take the next step. Fans have a lot to look forward to, from evaluating draft prospects to watching how the coaching staff implements their vision. The energy around Dallas is building, and the team is methodically setting itself up for both short-term success and long-term stability. The discussion around contracts, free agency priorities, and defensive alignments shows that the Cowboys are thinking carefully about every aspect of roster construction. Players like George Pickens and Javonte Williams will be pivotal to the team's identity, and the organization is taking a nuanced approach to ensure they are retained and properly integrated into the overall plan. Meanwhile, the defensive strategies being implemented under Christian Parker and potentially supported by new coaching additions suggest that Dallas is aiming to have a defense that is not only competitive but adaptable to modern offensive schemes. This combination of careful planning, strategic hiring, and roster management highlights how the Cowboys are balancing immediate competitiveness with long-term flexibility. The offseason is shaping up to be dynamic, with key players, coaching decisions, and free agency strategies all coming together to form a cohesive plan. Observing how the team manages these challenges will provide insight into their approach to sustain success, and it sets the stage for an intriguing next season for America's team. As the offseason progresses, attention continues to focus on the Cowboys' running back situation, with Javonte Williams at the center of discussions. Williams' breakout performance last season marked a turning point for the team's ground game, showing both consistency and explosiveness that Dallas has been looking for. The running back market this year is competitive, with several teams in need of a reliable back who can both carry the load and contribute in the passing game. For Williams, this creates both opportunity and pressure, as the Cowboys work to secure his services while balancing the timing of other roster moves. His age and contract status make him an ideal candidate for a long-term deal, providing the team with flexibility while ensuring that a key piece of their offensive scheme remains intact. The focus on the Cowboys' offensive core extends beyond just Williams. George Pickens remains a priority for retention, even though specific details of negotiations have yet to be revealed. The franchise tag offers Dallas a safety net, allowing them to navigate the complexities of free agency while still keeping options open. This approach demonstrates the organization's desire to maintain control over key assets, without rushing into decisions that could impact the team's financial flexibility. Retaining top-tier talent like Pickens is essential not only for continuity on the field, but also for setting the tone for future roster decisions. The balance between securing talent and managing cap space will be a defining factor in the Cowboys' offseason strategy. Defensively, the team is looking to solidify a foundation that can withstand the challenges of a tough NFL schedule. Christian Parker's vision for the defense emphasizes versatility and adaptability, ensuring that the Cowboys can respond to modern offensive schemes with a dynamic approach. By highlighting players like Kenny Clark, Osa Odegar, and other key contributors, the organization is signaling its commitment to retaining a strong defensive core while implementing a system designed to maximize their impact. Parker's approach blends experience and innovation, and his ability to develop younger players while leveraging the talents of veterans will be crucial to the team's success. The defensive line will play a central role in this strategy. By keeping the primary defensive tackles and potentially restructuring contracts, Dallas aims to maintain a strong presence up the middle while creating opportunities for versatility in defensive fronts. The rotation will likely involve a combination of nose guards, 3 techniques, and 5 techniques, allowing the team to adjust schemes depending on matchups and game situations. Ensuring that these players remain healthy and effective throughout the season will be a priority, as durability is often the determining factor between a good defense and a great one. The Cowboys' ability to manage these details, both financially and strategically, demonstrates a high level of organizational planning in addition to defensive adjustments. The coaching staff is being fine-tuned to create a cohesive and efficient system. Interviews with potential coaching additions reflect a deliberate approach to hiring, emphasizing vision, experience, and alignment with the team's philosophy. Bringing in talent like Robert Livingston, who has experience coordinating high-level defenses, can add valuable insights and support for the existing staff. The combination of new perspectives and continuity among current coaches is designed to create an environment where players can excel, schemes can evolve, and the overall performance of the team can reach new levels. Special teams will continue to receive attention, with Nick Sorensen returning as the special teams coach. While performance improvements are expected, retaining familiarity in certain areas allows the Cowboys to focus on broader strategic adjustments without completely overhauling every component of the organization. Continuity in coaching, particularly in units that require precision and discipline, can make the difference in close games and critical moments. The Cowboys understand that each aspect of the team, from offense to defense to special teams, contributes to overall success, and they are methodically addressing these areas to optimize results. The upcoming draft will be another critical component of Dallas' offseason strategy. With a focus on both immediate impact players and developmental prospects, the Cowboys are looking to address areas of need while also planning for the future. Scouting, evaluation, and strategic selections will be key, particularly on defense, where the team is looking to add depth and versatility. The balance between drafting for talent and drafting for fit within the system will be crucial, as the Cowboys aim to maintain a strong, competitive roster while avoiding overcommitment to any single area. Player health will also remain a central concern. Maintaining the well-being of core contributors like Kenny Clark, Osa Odegar, and Javonte Williams is essential for both performance and longevity. Injuries can derail even the most carefully constructed plans, and the Cowboys are taking measures to ensure that players remain on the field and in top form throughout the season. This includes not only medical and training support but also managing workloads and rotations to reduce risk. A healthy roster will provide the flexibility to implement strategies effectively and compete at the highest level. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Michael Irvin, the legendary Hall of Famer and outspoken analyst, didn't hold back in his latest fiery comments about the Dallas Cowboys. "I smell fear in this team," Irvin said, his words dripping with intensity. The remark immediately set social media ablaze and sent shockwaves through fan circles, igniting speculation about internal tensions and locker room dynamics that could be affecting one of the NFL's most storied franchises. Sources close to the team, who spoke on condition of anonymity, claim that Irvin's assessment isn't entirely off base. Rumors have been swirling that a combination of youth, inexperience, and high expectations may be creating cracks in the team's psychological armor. Some insiders suggest that while talent abounds on paper, there are growing questions about leadership on and off the field. Irvin, known for his unapologetic takes, seemed to echo those doubts, emphasizing that the Cowboys must man up if they are to realize their championship potential. The Cowboys organization has historically thrived under pressure, yet whispers around the league hint that this iteration of the team may be wrestling with internal uncertainty. Analysts speculate that the offense may be struggling to find cohesion, while the defense, despite flashes of brilliance, might be reacting more than asserting. Could Irvin's comments signal deeper issues with discipline or motivation? Some suggest that star players may be feeling the weight of expectations, leading to tentative play in critical moments. Fans have taken to forums and social media, debating whether Irvin is simply dramatizing a few rough performances or shining a light on a real crisis of confidence. Pundits speculate that veteran players might need to step up as stabilizing forces, while younger stars could be encouraged to embrace a more aggressive mentality. The rumor mill even points to potential shakeups in coaching approaches or adjustments in team strategy to instill the toughness Irvin demands. While the Cowboys have often responded to criticism with strong statements and even stronger play, IRVIN's words linger like a challenge, daring the team to prove him wrong as the season unfolds. The question remains, will Dallas rise to the occasion? Or will the scent of fear that IRVIN describes become an obstacle too heavy to overcome for now? The rumor persists, and the NFL world watches with bated breath, curious to see if this legendary franchise can transform IRVIN's warning into fuel for greatness. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.